So what is going on in the property market right now? The stamp duty holiday has finished. So does that mean prices are going to drop? Stay tuned and you'll find out. Hi there, Lee Everett from Lee Everett Property Advice, and if you're after the best tips and advice on buying your first home, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you get a notification every time I post a video. The last video I made a few months ago, back in May or March, can't remember, it was ages ago, done really well, and I hope a lot of you got a lot of value out of it. So that's why I thought I'd do a follow-up video in between appointments at a very busy house that I've just taken on the market. Now stamp duty has finished. I think a lot of people, a lot of experts had just guessed or expected or even hoped that house prices were going to start to drop. And Halifax have recently released some figures to say that the average asking price for a property in England came down by 0.5%. I don't know if that's a true reflection on the market where we're at now. These figures are sometimes a month, 6 weeks behind. So that would have been what the prices were doing 4 to 6, maybe even 8 weeks ago. And as we approach that stamp duty holiday, a lot of people buying the higher end properties up to £500,000 would have been looking to buy way before the last 4 to 6 weeks to actually get that stamp duty saving. So I think that figure is a little bit misleading by saying house prices have dropped by 0.5%. I personally just think that's a lot of people that were buying big have already bought big, so a lot more lower, I say lower, mortgages are going through Halifax, and that's sort of distorting the figures somewhat. But what I'm noticing in Essex, the southeast of England, is that the property market is still absolutely banging, it's booming. There's multiple buyers for every single property that comes onto the market, providing it is not absolutely way overpriced. The ones that are left on the market after 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, they're the perfect ones that you're going to want to be looking to be putting in a cheeky offer in. If a house is on the market after 3, 4, 5 weeks and it hasn't sold, then they're the ones that you as a good first-time buyer are going to want to view and try a cheeky offer. The last video I made about how many houses I had for sale, I think I said I had about 30 or 40 houses for sale, and we normally have 130. Right now I'm down to about 20, 25 homes. So that shortage has got worse in the last 3 months. And unless the government can do something, which you could argue they already have, they've offered a stamp duty holiday, which is a massive incentive for people to sell their home. And even though there is still a stamp duty holiday up to £250,000 right now, it's still not enough to entice more sellers to come to the market. And until that happens, until more properties come to market and start to dilute these prices, then prices, I think, are going to continue to keep going up. Maybe not at the extortionate rate they have been going up over the last 6 to 10 months, but rather than going like that, I can still see the prices going like that. So buying sooner rather than later, if you can, I think will save you money in the long term. If you are one of the thousands and thousands of first-time buyers that are either getting gazumped or frustrated that the property that you want just isn't coming up for sale, or if it is, it's coming up at way above your price range, don't be disheartened. Don't be disheartened. You're in the prime position to be able to offer on something when the right one comes up. Don't be forced into buying something just for the sake of it. If it's not right, then don't buy it. But also, we've got to remember that because of the stock shortage of properties, sometimes it's better to buy the property you need rather than the property you want. But you don't always get the opportunity to buy that. You buy a small flat first or a small house, then over the years you can work your way up to that dream house. So if you do find a smaller property in the area that you want and it helps you get on that ladder now, then it might be worth looking into rather than waiting for that big dream home that you've always thought about. Anyway, quick video from me today. Hope you've liked it. Any questions down below, hit like, and I'll see you next time. Take care.